Okay, all right, I'm getting ready to mat my piece of artwork, and I measured, this is 4.5 inches by 4 inches. If I was going all the way to the edge here, I would take off 1/2 inch on each side to allow for the tape, but since I'm going to here and I need to get right to that edge, I'm just doing it exactly. So 7.5 inches by 8 inches, I'm going to mark my mat, and I make sure that this is right at the 2-inch mark, and I always make sure that that this is tight because it tends to move after a little while. So I'm pushing this down but kind of lifting this up, and I'm just going to mark all the way around, and then I'll cut my mat. And normally I would, if I'm matting a whole bunch of stuff, I measure first, or I mark it first, and then I cut them all. And I also forgot that I put the student's name on the back of the mat, and then I put it on the back of the foam core. So I'm starting underneath the line, and I'm ending just past the line. And when you cut, you always want to go counterclockwise. And I'm right when I line it up, I'm pushing the blade into the mat and pulling it up when it comes just past the line at the other side. Okay, if this is big enough, I save it for something else. This one I might use actually for printmaking. Okay, so this should fit right here. So I'm going to go ahead and mat this, and when I mat, I put the tape halfway on the back, halfway on the table, turn it over, take my mat and line it up. Make sure I can see his handwriting. I'm going to push right here to make that tape stick, flip it over, and now I'm going to tape all 4 sides. I always go to the opposite side in case it's a piece that's really bubbly, then I can kind of walk that out of there. All right, so now I'm going to hot glue this to this, making sure his name is on the back. So I'm going to exit the screen for a moment. All right, so I just put a little bit of hot glue on the edges. I didn't want to get it on the artwork. Pressing it. And now I have a tag with his information on it. And you could hot glue it, you could tape it, whatever. I just rolled a little piece, and I'm going to put it here so that when I acetate, it's on the inside. All right, here's the acetate. This piece is crinkly, and I wouldn't use it if I was really matting this, but I'm not going to use this acetate. So I want to make sure that my table doesn't have anything gross on it before I do that. I'll put my acetate down. I'm going to put my artwork down, face down, and I'm going to tape this. Okay, now this is the tricky part. So I'm pushing this hard to really get that tight, and then I'm going to pull this as tight as I can. And sometimes you have to, like I'm just putting a little tab there, and I'm going to pull and then stick it down. Get the other side. All right, so now I'm going to use my fingernail to crease, and then I'm going to push, and as I'm doing this, I'm kind of pulling it at the same time. Same thing here. Same thing here. And now I'm going to pull. This is kind of tricky. Hi. Hold on one second. Sorry. And then I should have put this on my right hand side. Okay, and then again, I'm going to pull this so it's really tight. And then I'm going to do this side. Okay, I'm really pulling because those corners especially sometimes tend to get creased. All right, there is my acetated artwork.